Clinton County Board of Elections Precinct Election Official Training, November 3rd, 2020 General Election. Processing voter exceptions to the rule. A voter may check in who presents some information that is different than what you see in the poll pad. When the voter enters the polling location, they will go to any available voter check-in station, any line, anytime. The number of voter check-in stations is based on the number of precincts assigned to the polling location. Once the voter arrives at an available voter check-in station, the lead or assistant PEO will first ask them for one of the acceptable forms of voter identification and examine it for validity. If the voter has moved but their new address is still within the same precinct as their previous address registered with the Board of Elections and listed in your electronic poll book, they vote a regular ballot, not provisional. In the poll pad, you will process the voter as you do all regular voters. You will be able to change the voter's address in the poll pad. You will be prompted to follow the appropriate steps to complete the address change. Name change exceptions. A voter who has changed his or her name and did not update his or her registration, but remained within the same precinct, may be eligible to vote a regular ballot with acceptable documentation. A voter may cast a regular ballot if the voter provides acceptable documentation of the name change. For example, court order or marriage license. The 10L Notice of Name Change form is now a part of the PollPad 3.0 software. When you process a name change in the poll pad, a form will print out that covers all of the same information on the old SOS form 10L. A copy of the 10L form is located in the polling location binder and may be used if you have any issues with the electronic poll book or have an emergency and start using backup supplies. If the voter makes a mistake on their ballot and requests a new ballot, please do the following. Ballot PEO number 1 receives the ballot back from the voter and writes defaced on the ballot. Ballot PEO number 1 places the defaced ballot in the green envelope marked spoiled and defaced ballots. Ballot PEO number 1 removes the next ballot from the ballot supply, ensuring that the correct ballot style is issued to the voter. Ballot PEO number 2 locates the voter in the ballot poll book and records the new ballot stub number on the remaining lines provided for recording ballot stub numbers next to the voter information. Ballot PEO number 1 gives the voter the new ballot and reminds the voter to return to the ballot supply table to scan their ballot through the ballot scanner and to return the ballot stub and ballot secrecy sleeve to ballot PEO number 2 after scanning the ballot. Ballot PEO number 2 will use the information on the ballot request slip to locate the voter in the precinct ballot poll book. Record the ballot stub number on one of the 3 lines provided for recording ballot stub numbers next to the voter information. 3 lines are provided for the ballot stub numbers because voters can be issued a maximum of 3 ballots should they make an error while voting. If the voter is not listed in the ballot poll book, they are most likely not at the correct precinct ballot supply table. After the new stub number is recorded in the ballot poll book, in column 2 or 3, ballot PEO number 1 gives the voter the new ballot and reminds the voter to return to the ballot supply table to scan their ballot through the ballot scanner. Instruct the voter to come back to the ballot supply table area to scan their ballot through the precinct ClearCast ballot scanner located beside the ballot supply table when they are done voting. When the voter finishes voting, the voter will return to their precinct ballot supply table, remove their stub and scan their ballot, return their ballot stub to ballot PEO number 2, receive their voting sticker, discard the secrecy sheet in the garbage can, which is COVID protocol. Curbside voting. Curbside voting is the process followed when a person who is physically unable to enter a polling location sends another person into the polling location to inform the PEOs of their desire to vote. Curbside voting is the process followed when a person who is physically unable to enter a polling location sends another person to inform the PEOs of their desire to vote. Essentially, you bring the voting process to the voter's car. Curbside voters will be processed by a bipartisan team at the check-in table. The voter's ballot is not scanned at the polls, but instead is sealed in a supplied pink curbside voter envelope for return to the Board of Elections, where it is scanned and included in the election night results. Step-by-step instructions are found on the curbside voter envelope as well as in the precinct election official manual issued by the Secretary of State. Curbside PEOs will gather the information needed from the voter's name, address, and identification, and complete the front of the pink envelope. Curbside PEOs bring the ID inside and check in the voter in the poll pad. When the signature screen comes up, the PEO signs the word curbside on the signature line. The PEO goes to the ballot supply table to retrieve the correct ballot for the voter, attaches it to a clipboard with the pink curbside envelope, and takes a pen and an I voted sticker and a glue stick outside to the voter. The PEO hands the pen and clipboard with the pink envelope and ballot attached to the voter. The voter may roll up their window, but the PEO stays at the side of the car as witness to the voting. When the voter has finished, he should place the ballot inside the pink envelope and seal it with the glue stick. The voter should look over the front of the envelope, confirm the information is correct, and then sign the envelope. The PEO needs to sign the sealed envelope on the party indicated lines. Voted curbside ballots sealed in the pink envelope are placed inside the sealed yellow provisional bag for voted provisional ballots. Click the link in the notes under this video to take the quiz.